Peace, peace, peace. All right, we're having a little hiccup right here. Bobby Kicks tried to get it going. It's technology. Technology. I'm excited. This is a good one. We got Justin Puma. Justin Puma, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Appreciate you. Let me try on my end. I'm going to send to yourself, send to Bobby Kicks. Let's see what happens. All right. So I just hit that for you. Pause. And then now let me invite Bobby
Hello,
Kicks.
hello.
All right. Hey, all right. All right. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. We're just over here fighting with Instagram.
Fighting with Instagram. Sometimes Instagram has a mind of its own. I appreciate your patience.
Yes,
Happy
sir.
Saturday, and happy Saturday to you.
You too, you too.
Yes, yes, yes. I invited Bobby Kicks, so we're gonna check and wait and see if Bobby Kicks can join us.
All right.
Um, listen, just looking at your background, man, I'm excited for this one, man. I'm super, super excited for this one.
We got a mess
Uh,
of something back there.
oh my gosh. This is great. All right, we are up and running. Bobby Kicks.
There he
What the
is.
hell happened? All right,
Listen.
I'm switching. Okay,
All right,
okay.
we here. We here. We
I see
here.
two of us. I don't see Justin in here. Did he
I'm here.
Oh,
hang
he's
up?
here.
Or...
I'm
Okay,
looking.
I don't see him. That's weird. I only see us two right now. Okay, I don't know what's going on on Instagram. I can't see you, Justin. So I'm
I
sorry.
got you.
I
Bobby,
don't
you
know
got an
what I did.
Android?
I do.
Yeah,
No,
You
don't
get
point that out to me,
No, it
yeah.
because
really is.
no, see,
We've narrowed it down. We do a lot of these and it always messes up with Android.
it
I'll tell
was
you what,
working before. It was
yeah,
working before. I don't know what the deal is.
I'll tell you what, since you're already on, I can bump off and then bump back on, and maybe since he's already on, we'll all three be on when I come
Yeah.
back.
So yep. So Justin. So just yep. Bump off, and then I'm gonna invite
Okay.
you.
What the
Yep.
hell just happened? My camera just
All
switched on me too.
right. All right. It's that Android life, man. We've been telling you that, Bobby Kicks.
Dude, we've done this before.
I
Okay.
listen.
All right.
I
Okay. Now it switches. Damn it. Ah,
oh brother,
apologies,
hold on, hold
everyone.
on. I'm gonna interview him right. I'm gonna invite him right now.
Okay. I know. I know. I know. People are giving me shit about the Android. I know. Believe me. I've heard it from every angle, guys. So for those tuning in, I get it. I get it.
Can you
It
All
see him,
says
right.
Justin.
Who's here?
Okay.
Bobby Kicks? Can you
I'm both. I
can you
just
see
see
him?
us two. I just see us
Oh,
two.
Android life, man.
It was weird. Honestly, when I got in, I saw everyone. It's all good. I don't want to delay things, but I know shit. I want to see what you have, but that's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? I'm going to hang up and I'm going to come back in. All right.
Cool.
So, invite
Cool.
me.
Listen,
All right.
listen. I'm gonna
Let's
get the
see
show.
what works.
Get
Yeah,
this
yeah.
show.
Go ahead. Go ahead and intro
Cool.
him, and I'm
Cool.
gonna, go ahead. I'm gonna tune out for a second. All right.
Cool.
You intro him, and then I'll be back.
Cool.
Go buy an iPhone and come back.
Yes. Listen. Listen. I'm not mad if you go to Verizon right now and do what you got to do, because I've been telling him forever. It's something with Androids. It has its benefits, but that's the type of phone that can also get bugs, right?
Yeah.
And then there's all types of data and programming that can go on your phone that you may not even know. So anyway, good to meet you, man.
Well,
Good to
we're
meet
here. We're here. Good to see you. I know we
you.
chatted a little bit the other day. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, yes, yes. And we wanted to. All right, Bobby Kicks just did an invite. I'm accepting it.
All
And
right.
all right, let's see. All right, now you got to flip.
Oh shit. Okay, now I can see everyone.
Cool,
Here we go.
cool.
Here you are.
All
Great to
right.
see you in person.
Yes,
Thank you for your
sir.
patience.
You
I'm
bet.
sorry. We're here. So let's get started. I don't know what you
Let's
Yeah,
guys
do it.
covered,
yeah.
but yeah.
Now we were just saying, this is a special one. This is a special one from us. Also, you may want to go to Verizon or AT&T and after this Bobby Kick. Just saying. Just saying. But Justin's here. Puma aficionado, Puma enthusiast. We needed that break because Justin, I'm a hardcore Nike guy. Bobby
Sure.
had a 10-year experience with Puma. So you and Bobby are gonna go down memory lane. I'm gonna
For
chime
sure.
in once in a while, but this is going to be a good platform for me to learn from you, Justin. Learn from
There
you,
we
man.
go. That'll work.
So,
All right, awesome. Did you guys intro who Justin is and all that, or is that I didn't see?
I mean, pretty much. I just said he's a Puma
Oh,
aficionado.
okay, got
Just got in Puma. Puma aficionado, this particular live is dedicated to that Puma brand, Puma lifestyle, and we just blessed and honored to have you join us, man. So thank you.
For
I appreciate you
sure, man.
both. Yeah, and like I said, most people on here are people that follow me anyways and know me. But for anybody that doesn't, I'm Justin Puma, and I've been a sneaker guy forever. Been a Puma guy for 20 something years. So just here to chat it up and see what we got going on.
Nice, 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 nice.
Bobby,
And like Goatee said, I had my dip in Puma for like a 10-year period in the early 2000s when I thought Puma was right at their highlight. They had a ton of collabs and things like that too. So I'm really interested to see like where you started. When did you start collecting Pumas?
Yeah, for sure. I've always kind of been a shoe guy. I think a lot of people from our generation are. We grew up with Michael Jordan and then everybody in the NBA and then Agassi and everybody else. So we're all, we all kind of grew up in the same day and age and grew up with shoes. I started with Puma around 2001. I was working at the mall. I already had a couple friends that had Puma, but I was working at the mall and in the food court, and I saw this guy walk by and he had on a pair of white with red stripe Easy Riders, and man,
Yes.
they caught my eye, and that back little window that Pumas have was just popping, and then the stripe was popping. So I had to go to the I don't even remember what store I hit up, one of the shoe stores in the mall, and I had to go get that same pair. I bought the pair with the blue stripe though. I didn't want the exact same one that someone else I saw had, but that's what I got, and then I had that pair, and then from there it just kind of blew up. You know how it goes. You go from one pair to 5 pairs to 20 pairs to a couple hundred pairs, and it's just all crazy. So
100%, man. Real quick, Goatee. I don't know if you remember in our Puma episode, but when you asked me, hey, what silhouette would you pick for your shoe? And I said the Easy
you did
Rider.
say that.
So
You did
you
say
did,
that.
you
So
did.
like that shoe, it's awesome. I think you're gonna pull one up, but I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, it's so cool. It's such a cool damn shoe. Like it's smooth, but it's aggressive because the bottom has those nipples on there that I like to call
Uh,
nipples
yeah, yeah,
on the sole there. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's it, man.
So this one here, this would have been this is a made in 1998 one. So
Nice.
this would be like the same one I had in 2001, and it
okay.
would be the exact same. Like you said, it's got Bobby's nipples there, little indentions. It's a nice sleek
Yeah,
shoe, and it's one I wanted to show today too because it's one that they recently brought back. This is not one of the colorways they brought back
Mm,
yet,
love
but they brought it back a little bit
that
more
color.
sleek. You see, it's a little different, but
Yep.
the tooling and everything else is the same. So it's definitely a great pair. Puma just brought it back. So it's a great model, great silhouette.
you know what?
Yeah,
If
yeah, yeah.
me like when you mentioned it, I couldn't picture it in my head. Now that I see that, I love sneakers that I like to say has the gap, that
Right.
German Army trainer front.
hmm
You know,
Yeah,
like that German Army
that toe
trainer
box
front.
right there.
Love that. I love that. I love that shape. Love that
Yeah.
shape.
Oh yeah, it's classic.
It's sleek, man. It's so casual. It's cool. It's sporty, and you could dress it up. You could dress it down. And
Yep.
Puma
Exactly.
did an awesome job of turning that silhouette into like dress
Yep.
shoes and just sporty shoes. So you can go, with the premium leather. Sometimes they release like premium leather versions
Right.
of it. So
Yeah,
that's
all
in my
kinds of
opinion,
different
man.
versions.
Puma, exactly right.
Question.
Puma,
Question.
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
there any like profound like dope collaboration with that particular model?
There have not been a ton of collaborations with the Easy Rider. There was one with I can't even think of the name of the company. It's something paper something.
Oh,
In my head,
I
I'm
have, yeah, yeah. It's
Daily
I have a
Paper.
collab with them.
Is it Daily
It's hold on, I see
Paper?
it right
Yeah, it's probably the one I'm thinking of.
Daily paper.
Daily
Daily paper. Yeah.
Paper. They did an Easy Rider Daily Paper.
Okay,
Yep.
Other than that, I can't really think of a collab they've done. I'm sure they probably have somewhere along the
for
line,
sure.
but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
My first Easy Rider was the gray camouflage one. It,
Oh yeah,
it was a gray. It was like the desert camouflage still colorway, and those are awesome, man. Those are like one of my early models in 2000s. Yeah.
yeah, that would be around 2001, 2003. I want to say because I had the green one as well.
Nice.
So that's definitely the right time period. And I wanted to show that and a couple others from the time frame that I know you also, and I know you'll mention it later when you worked at Journeys too. So
Yeah, yeah, that's my
Question,
little piece of Kickstory there too.
question, Justin. Bobby started around 2001. It's around 2000, 2010. So you had a hardcore 10-year period of collecting Puma, Puma, Puma. What would you say is your? I mean, you're still doing it now, but when did you what year did you officially start? Year.
2001,
Okay.
2002.
Okay.
I don't know if it was
Same.
really a collection then. It was just a couple pairs here and there.
Yep.
And then, maybe 5 or so years later, it really blew up.
Okay.
Um, I was probably buying stuff a little bit different. I was young, newly married, new dad, poor, so I was buying like cheap pairs. I wasn't going out buying the black label like Bobby had. Number one, I didn't have a store nearby where you could find them, and shopping on the internet back then isn't what it is now, so they were hard to find. Number two, if they didn't have them like at a regular mall, regular box store, I didn't have access to them. But yeah,
That's
Okay.
exactly the experience it was back then for sure. Yep.
yeah,
You're painting that picture for me. That's
yeah.
awesome, man. Yeah.
You said you had some other models, man. I know everybody watching right now want to see what you got, man. They want to see what you got rolling
We
with you.
got we got plenty of models. You want to go ahead and take a look, or what do you want to go ahead and go
Let's do
now?
it. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Listen, and Justin, I want to let you know this podcast is for you. So
Sure.
however flowing, however you want to do it, we will just sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, man.
That sounds good. That sounds good. One thing I wanted to show, I kind of was thinking to myself, what is Puma doing now? They got lots of stuff that they're bringing, and a
Right.
lot of that stuff's coming from their catalog that they've had for years and years, and they're just kind of bringing it back. So I wanted to show some of the older versions of it. So we all know Puma with Rihanna. Of course, she threw the creeper out there. I'm not wearing the creeper. It's kind of like a big thick thing. I'm not
Yeah,
wearing
yeah.
that. But she did a collaboration on the Avanti. So
Oh yes,
I wanted to take
Avantis.
a look
Yeah.
at one of those. Yeah, and the
Sweet.
Avanti, a
Yes.
lot of them have that same sole that the Easy
Oh,
Rider
wow.
had that we looked
Right.
at.
It has
Exact
that
same
flap. Yep.
sole. Yeah, this pair I'm looking at. To look at the tag, this is 2002. So this is our time
Nice.
period. Yeah, so it's got nice leather on there.
Exactly.
It's got the tongue that's inspired by the Puma King. The
Puma
Puma Creek
King.
from
That's right.
Rwanda. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's
That's an
that
awesome
one from
pair.
2002.
Is it
And
is is it leather all around? Even inside is leather too.
this one is, yeah, if you look
Yeah, I like
inside
that
there. Yeah,
quality.
this one is. It's real nice
Yeah,
material.
that's
I'm
quality.
probably not going to wear this one right any if I feel right here it's starting to get sticky. You know how some of them do that.
Oh, that's
So
right.
that Easy Rider, that white Easy Rider is the same way. So they probably their lifespan's probably gone. But this one's still dead stock anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Damn,
But
That's awesome.
yeah.
clean.
Like,
That's clean.
So that one came in that tan black lid box then, right?
yeah. Uh, here you go. This one's actually, yeah, here, Avanti right here.
Yeah.
The
That's a classic box. Yep.
tan with the black.
Yeah.
The Easy Rider was the tan with the green.
Okay.
So yeah,
I don't have any
definitely,
of those boxes. Okay.
definitely you see those old boxes. You start getting into your early 2000s,
Exactly.
late 90s pairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from here, I wanted to show one that was it was a black label pair, but it wasn't the same collabs that Bobby was buying. But Alexander McQueen
Yes.
Queen.
took the
Yes.
took the same thing, same inspiration, but did the same thing that they're doing now. Took the different sole, the more sleeker sole like we see on the newer Easy Rider.
hmm
And this is called the Rocket, I believe. With Alexander McQueen is very very nice materials, but did the
Yep.
same
Yeah.
thing. Did the flip down tongue. It's
Yep.
Yep.
influenced by
Yep.
the King, but this one you can actually remove the tongue, so and then just wear it without if you wanted
Oh,
to.
oh,
Right. That's
Yeah,
clean.
yep.
And this
Yep.
is early 2000s as well, right?
this one's a little bit later. This is
2010.
2012, 2013.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a little bit later, but
Nice.
definitely a nice sleek shoe with premium material.
Dope.
And
So
if you really think about it, like Puma was hooking up with all these, like Alexander McQueen. You got Daily Paper. They did a collab with well, like I said, Yasuhiro Mihara, which is
Hmm.
a great Japanese designer, they had so many freaking like under the radar collabs that I'm like, I don't understand why they're not getting enough highlight when it comes to like designer unique silhouettes. In my opinion, I'm like, what happened? Like they kind of, everyone else was paying attention to everything else, all the other brands, but I'm just surprised that happened. But
Yeah,
I mean, more for us, right? Yeah.
they've done a lot. Like you said, for us who like buying Puma, it's good and bad because now we get them for cheaper because they're not as popular.
True.
But so
True.
we saved a little bit of money. But we'd still like to see our brand in the mainstream a little bit more. Um, and things like this, that we're talking about, they were kind of before their time. There's been plenty of instances where Puma was 10 years too early, 15 years too early,
That's
and
exactly
then but
it.
then you hit now, and Puma's got the exact models that are the exact same thing. Army trainer like the Samba. Samba's blowing up, and you know
Yeah,
Puma
Exactly
missed it. They were early.
right.
You know what I mean?
that
So
Great point. Great point. Because honestly, like if you look at some of the collabs that I have, like 96 hours of the Black Label, you see them today.
mhm.
They look like they were recently released, brand new today.
Yeah,
And they were already doing that back in the day. But it was like I said, they were too early for that. It was too
they were
much.
too early.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, too
It was
early.
too
Yeah, that's a
soon,
good
and
point.
now a lot of those silhouettes are coming back.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm I'm curious because and just you saw our episode on Puma. I don't
right.
have much experience, right? Back in New York, New York was heavy with the b-boy era, 70s, 80s,
Yeah,
right? Adidas or Puma, that wasn't really my era. Um, but in the early 90s, it was the California and the GB, right,
sure.
Bobby?
These
GB
sessions.
That,
California, which is actually the
that was
same model. Yeah.
Yep.
that was huge in the time. But I felt like with Puma, and this is a personal opinion. This is a personal opinion. I feel like they cater more to the European side of business as opposed to America's. Am I right in saying that?
Yes and no. You've always had a separation. They're kind of two different entities.
Okay.
You got the European and the Asian thing going on, and then you got the USA thing going on. And I talked to employees that were there kind of through some of my favorite years, which would be like the '05 to '10. I'm friends with some of the employees from then, and even they say it, and then I see it even now. There is a bit of separation, but there's also a separation in culture. So what goes over there and is really huge over there isn't always what's really huge over here. And I think sometimes there's animosity between the two of them because Puma corporate, which would be Germany, European, wants everybody to do the same thing. But then Puma Sport Style USA knows some of that stuff's not going to be so big over here, and they want to do something a little different. And I got some examples of things that they've kind of done over the years that I don't think that USA was really supposed to, but they were trying to reach that USA audience
Yeah.
because the stuff that Europeans were buying wasn't the same. So definitely.
If
Yeah.
I can share something real quick along those lines, one example that I saw that was trying to introduce the European into the U.S. market were the
Yep.
Mastros, the Speed Cats.
Just now,
You know,
just recently. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Even I remember when I was working at Journeys in the early 2000s, we were selling those like hotcakes, dude. The
Sure.
Speed Cats, they're
Yeah.
very slim, almost like nothing on the sole, like the driver inspired
Hmm.
shoes with the Ferrari collabs and stuff like that. That
Yeah.
shoe was very European style that I noticed that they were trying to introduce in the US market. A lot of people bought them, a lot of people
Yeah.
bought them, but it didn't really blow up to be like the Yeezy or something like that in like today's world.
Yeah. Yeah. Back 2001, 2005, I had a handful of both those models, because they were easily accessible for us and they were fairly popular back then, 20 years ago. Once again, ahead of their time, and now they're trying to do it again, and it's not taking off this time. It might a little bit in the fashion world. Guys like us, we're older, we're deep into the classics. So guys like us and Americans, we're not reaching back into that bag and buying something that we can wear with our see-through pants and you know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
we're we're not the fashion guys. We're kind of old school now. So they're definitely they reach back and have gone back into it. Some of the other stuff that they're doing with the F1 line, which
Yeah.
they're kind of pushing the Speed Cat through. Some of that other stuff's doing really good and is going to do really good here in America.
Yeah.
But no insult to anybody who works for Puma that might be on here right now, but Speed Cats from 10 years ago and the Speed Cats that are coming out right now, we can hop on eBay and buy them for $30. I mean, You
Yeah.
might be pushing them in the box store for 120 right now, but
Yeah.
in a couple months we're going
Yeah.
to be picking them up for 29.99. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they go on sale. I mean, Pumas go on sale dramatically low.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah,
For the low price. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Bobby Kicks. I want to see. I want to see what you're gonna pull out. Pause. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see what's going on. I want to see what's
I
going
got
on.
you. I got you. Well,
Like,
let me pull out some Puma cells.
oh,
Some of the
Yes.
people in the comments have said some things. They know I love cells. I joke
Yeah.
around. Guys like us, like I said, we're deep into classics. So I collect a lot of Suedes, a lot of Clydes. Just like anybody who collects Puma, of course, that's probably the majority of my collection. But the cells are kind of my true love. It's what I've always liked. When I first started buying pairs, I was buying cells that came out 2004, 2005, and then there was a new kind of rush of them 2013, and then they brought back the old ones from the late 90s
yep.
Nice.
again, like in 2018. So we'll look at a few. This one here, this is the first cell I owned, but I didn't own it back when it released. But this is a 1997, so this one's made in 1997. You can kind of
Wow.
see it. You can
Mm,
kind of see it flaking.
Yeah.
This is a Puma cell, Venom.
mm,
Yeah, the story with this one. So I kind of started getting a little bit into like vintage per se or older pairs, and we have a store in my hometown of Athens, Georgia, where I used to live, that doesn't sell their back stock stuff. Like if you go into that store today, they still got some stuff up in their attic from the late
Nice.
'90s, early
Wow.
2000s, and if the
wow.
price tag on it said $89 20 years ago, it still does. Um, so
Wow.
once every couple years, I'll be in town and I'll ask the dude, "Hey man, can I go climb in your attic and see what you got?" And he'll let me go up there. It'll be hot, it'll be stuffy, it'll be dusty, and I'll
Wow.
be digging through boxes. But one time my wife was there and she's like, "You want me to pick you up anything?" I was like, "Hey, go in there and just ask them if they got anything upstairs in a green box in size, 10 and a half." So that's what they came
Nice.
down with. And I was like, I fell in love with it.
Yeah,
And, this was,
that's a dope
the
kick.
pair was made in 98. I probably didn't have it till, I don't know, 2010, 2012. But then when they came back out with them in 2018, I was super excited. The cell line didn't do too great in 2018, but that was kind of, COVID hit a few years after and
Yeah.
kind of killed everything.
Quick question. So the cell technology, from what I understand, it's not a gel, or is it air? It's an air encapsulated like air unit, right?
It's air. It's air. You had Puma Trinomic in the mid
Right.
'90s,
Yep.
1990. You had Puma Trinomic was like the hexagon,
Yeah.
kind of thing that
That's
all the
right.
brands did. And then in 97, 98, that these are air units like Air Max. So actually in 97, 98, Nike, everybody had this technology. Just like always, the technology exists between all the brands. It's just who releases it first, right?
Yep.
So Nike, we all know Air Max released their Air Max, but in 97, 98, a lot of their patents to make them the only people to have the visible air sole expired. That's why in 98 you see the Puma cells,
Oh,
you see
that's
the Reebok
Wow.
DMX. Is
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
that what it is?
Yeah.
All those pairs with the air cells. That's why you started seeing them in different brands in 98 because Nike lost some of their patents. So that's when Puma started releasing this. The tag on this says 97, but 98 is when they would have released it.
Nice.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's that's a cool story. Is
yeah.
that are those desktop never worn desktop?
These have been worn a few times, but not a ton, because they soon after I got them, they started doing the flaking and whatnot because they're so old. Like I said, they're not made in 1997, so
For
what's
sure.
that? Almost 30 years now, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can I
Yeah,
and Justin, we had a conversation, right? Because I'm all about like I want to see what you
yeah,
got. But remember, I told you my number one love is the Puma displays,
yeah.
right? The Puma displays because of my experience going to Amsterdam, going to Europe and seeing people wearing that, and I just think Puma was just to tighten your shoes and to untighten them with that what is that called the
The
roller? I don't
knob,
the knob
Yeah, just the disc.
the disc
Yeah,
the disc.
disc
yeah,
disc. You got any cool? I actually have one I want to show you. I have
yeah,
one.
yeah. Pull out yours and then I'll pull out a couple. I knew you were gonna ask, so I grabbed a few.
I have uh I have these that are all 3M.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Like the entire shoe is 3M. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Yeah, uh,
It doesn't have a year the same way like Nike does. It's a little
oh,
different.
It's
I'm
gonna be like at the end of the at the end of one of the numbers, but that's probably like 2013, 2015, I want to say.
And then
Yeah.
I picked these up from it was like a crackle pack.
Crackle, yeah. I had a couple other pairs from the Crackle pack.
Yeah, and this is the time where the Yeezys and Nike was popular, right? Because they had like
Yeah.
that little
Oh
high heel,
yeah, that colorway.
that little
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
colorway.
definitely tell that
So
colorway
I
for
only
sure.
and I wear these, man, and just that technology there, man. It's for me personally. This is my and in our episode, I say, hey, if we ever had a deal with Puma, Kickstory, I gotta get
That's gonna
this
be
blade.
yours. That's gonna be yours. And
Yeah.
I know this one's one of your favorites. You mentioned it to me before,
Oh
but you got the Goonies collab.
God.
Oh
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
I know the camera doesn't pick up everything, but the details on
he's
this is crazy.
It has a
You
sick.
little
got the
skulls in there. That's cool.
Yeah, and so
Oh,
you got the map there,
oh
the map on the
my God.
insole
See, like
down
that's
here.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
see, that's the honeycomb
that's the
so right there, which you
trinomic
yeah,
honeycomb
right,
there.
right, right.
Yeah,
Ooh.
if you notice look how detailed these are. The back here, the little yarn is in the sole,
Oh,
and then these came with
get
a
out
little
of
cinch
here.
sack.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on,
and if you
on
flip the cinch
fire,
sack,
fire.
if you flip the cinch sack here, you got the treasure map on the opposite
Inside the
side.
bag.
Yeah, yeah.
See, that's great
So this is
detail. That's great detail.
I,
yeah, they're
I,
insane. That's one of my always was one of my grails, and then finally I was able to pick up a few pairs of them. So
Nice.
yeah,
When did those
and then
originally released?
those are 2013, I want to say.
Okay.
So and it blows my mind that stuff. It might be a little bit older. It might be like 2008 actually.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm lying. I think they're around 2008. They're a little bit older than I was
those
thinking.
are
The
those,
first pair I got, my buddy from Singapore got them for me.
Nice.
And they were dead stock, but you know the environment there in Singapore is so hot and dry. Um, this part cracked like after I got it. A little heel tab cracked, it fell off. The
yeah.
soles of most Pumas stay good. But
Yeah.
yeah, that part cracked and fell off, but I was able to source another pair.
I saw those.
So
I was telling you I was telling you on the phone. I was gonna buy those
yeah,
on eBay, but I was just like, I don't know. They 2013, 2003 or whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, you gotta be careful with them. They're one of the more sought after pairs of Pumas. They can get up there in price for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then
Have
also
three
along the
pairs?
disc
No, go
of this.
for it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you got?
I was gonna say, as you're talking, I'm gonna bring out three pairs to see if you actually have these in your collection. So I'll be right back as you're talking.
Okay, and then for you, Goatee, I grabbed a couple other discs because I knew you'd ask.
Yeah. Let
Here's
me see.
the
Was
collab with Bape.
Babe.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
for
classic. You,
for any hype beast that hopped
yeah,
on, we had to throw a
yeah.
little bit of hype in there.
You know what? I love those. I love those more than the gray ones, the black and gray ones, because that's like traditional Bape, right?
Yeah, for this model, I like the
Yeah.
traditional. Yeah,
I also like the European brand, the Trap Star. Those look
yeah,
crazy. Trap
those
Star.
were good ones too.
Yeah.
Those were good too.
What else you got?
And then also for you, real quick,
Yeah.
this is the discs that we see most often now have the cage, right? So they're
Yeah.
called the disc blaze or the disc cage. This is a 1993. This is the first time it had the cage that we know
Wow.
now. So this one was made in 1993.
What?
Yeah,
Damn.
made
See,
in
that's another special
1993.
thing. That's another special thing about Puma. It's like, okay, they had that disc set up and they had that the cushioning system back in 1993.
Yeah.
You
Back in
know?
'93, it had the same trinomic sole. The disc still worked. Like
Damn, it
it's still
still
tightening when I
works.
twist it,
Can you
and then you
wear
press and it
them?
releases.
Can you wear them?
Huh? Oh, yeah,
Can
I
you?
can wear this pair. I've wore this pair. Yeah,
Wow,
Damn.
1993, dude.
yeah. hmm
You can't say that about Nike. You wear something in 1993. As soon as you open the box, it's gonna
Crumble,
crumble.
Yeah,
crumble. You start all this
that's
dust. Yeah.
crazy. Like I said, though, these are '93, and you can wear them. The soles are fine. But those Easy Riders or those Avantis, if I wore them, they would bust, and they're 10 years newer. I mean, they're still
Yeah,
old. They're
that's
like
weird. Yeah.
2002,
You
That's
would
but
think
they
it'd be
would
the
bust.
opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on what material they
oh man,
use.
that's a
Yeah.
gem. What you got, Bobby?
What? Yeah. Let's see what you got.
So, take a look at this box. Okay, early 2000s.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite pickups at the time. So remember the Speed Cat
Yeah.
idea? These are the highs,
Yes.
the replicats.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I remember wearing these all the time. They were like, "What the hell are those?" Like in the 2000s, because obviously the colorway is super cool, and it's super
Hmm.
stealth, man. This is like a race car shoe. And this was inspired by the motorsports. So you'll see the back
Exactly.
here, where you basically are paddle shifting right easily because it's rounded right here. But these are suede, super cool.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, we were talking about the replicats. This is something that I collected heavy in the 2000s, like those obscure models like this.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I saw the suede, I saw the Clydes, I saw the Romas. Cool. I have those, but I wanted something like this. Something that stood out, and this was one of my pairs that
yeah.
stood out to me.
I just tagged him in the comments. My boy Chopper loves the high tops and loves that style.
The motor
I remember
sports stuff.
those. I never had them, but I remember them. We actually came across a seller last year that had a whole ton of dead stock Puma, and she had a couple of those, but they were too small for all of us. But she still
Wow.
had some dead stock, so she had like 3 or 4 pair with the cool box like that too.
One more real quick. It's another obscure model. This one is one of my favorite ones because, like I said, they're so obscure.
What's that one called? Because it looks
Okay,
like
this is
Mostro, but
called.
what's the actual
This
name?
is weird. So if you look at closely, it has a bunch of
Yeah,
spikes sticking out. Okay,
Wow.
and it has a strap. So this reminded me of the Mastro. See, on steroids. You
exactly.
see it
Yeah.
like this. Like where do you see this kind of crap? I mean, you probably see this like Yeezy's probably experimenting with like these crazy things, but Puma was doing it. This is
Hmm.
called the RPT2.
Nice.
Mm.
Okay, I have the same model in like a brown colorway too. So I have these. But like I said, when I saw what Nike is doing with all like the exaggerated all terrain type of, it looks
Hmm.
like that.
Ah,
What is it? That movie that came out.
the Sakai waffles and things of that
Yeah.
All that.
nature. They
Yeah.
exposed it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see this, like it has. I don't know. It's just super crazy. I was wearing these for hiking too. It wasn't the best idea, but I did that. Another one,
Those are awesome. Yeah.
classic box, right? I mean, this is the one we were talking about before, which is the classic Mastros, all black.
Oh,
I have the black and white ones
yes.
too. Premium freaking leather on these. This is 2008, I believe I bought these.
Yeah.
2008, I still have them.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
nice. Those are nice. I had some Mostros back in the day. I don't have any right now. Those other ones, those are awesome. Those are cool to see. I have
Yeah.
a couple that are kind of the same similar shape,
Yeah.
and those both are the shapes that we were talking about earlier. How kind of they're trying to push the European, and it's
Yeah.
kind of hitting in the European market, but over here in the States, the guys
Yeah.
aren't
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
Yeah.
falling for it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm the kind of guy I'll buy anything. I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, not anything, but
Yeah.
I collect the whole variety. Whereas a lot of people in the United States, they're like, I want the classics or I want basketball, and then they're done. You know how it is in the United States. So
Yeah. It's a little bit more narrow-minded for sure. Yeah.
exactly,
So
yeah.
what else do you got?
Uh, hop back on the Cell Venom line because someone asked me earlier to show it. Here's a more recent. It's a collaboration with Bait and Marvel.
Oh.
It comes in the test tube. It's a
Damn.
it's a Cell Venom,
Wow.
but
Oh,
with Carnage.
that's
Yeah.
The
So it's that
test
same
tube, that's
model.
badass. That's
Yeah,
badass.
so it's the same model we looked at earlier, but
See,
a
Nike,
newer one. And
hopefully Nike's taking some notes, man. Look at the packaging on that.
yeah, and then there's the close
ah.
up. This thing usually doesn't come out of the tube much, but then that
Wow.
insole with the detail. And the box for this thing's like ginormous. It's it's ridiculous.
That's really cool,
So
man.
yeah, so they did a black one for Venom and a red one, maroon one for Carnage. There's
You know
that
Wow.
what,
one. That
Chopper?
is one of my favorite.
Said it. He's Chopper just said, "Here comes the flex. Go ahead, flex on us, man. Flex on us. Oh, flex on us.
You know.
That was crazy.
Um,
That was
yeah,
crazy.
I'll do something a little less
Okay.
crazy. Since Bobby Kicks worked at Journeys, I grabbed a couple Romas that were
Yeah,
Journeys
classic.
exclusives.
Oh, okay.
Journeys
Yeah,
is good
the
for.
gray and blue ones.
Yeah, I don't have I don't.
Is
I
it
got the
gray and blue?
gray
Oh, that's
nubuck.
all gray. My bad.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
gray black
Yeah.
nubuck.
Yeah,
I
right.
got the black with white nubuck.
Yes. Yes.
And these,
I bought the
all
gray
three of
and
these
black.
have like hits of 3M right
Yeah.
there
Oh,
along the
Yes.
bottom of
Yes.
damn.
Very
Okay.
subtle.
and then the gum
The suede
sole.
on those are so soft. The suede on those are
Yeah,
so
yeah.
soft.
And then the whatever
The blue
peacoat
ones. I had
navy.
those.
Yeah.
Dude, I had the exact model. I beat them up. I wore them every freaking day, dude. Wow. And
And
those were, yeah, those are from Journeys, yep.
they were Journeys exclusives. They also
Yeah.
had, I don't have it right now, they had a green yellow that was like a Brazil or Jamaican colorway. That was
Ooh.
Journeys exclusive too. Yeah.
Dope. Dope.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
You
Yeah, it
you
made them want to grab something.
now what else you got? What else you got? What else you want to show us?
Uh, let's see. Something that's not doesn't really matter while he's not. They all matter, but while he's doing that, we
You know what?
looked at the
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
we
sorry.
looked at the Bape disc. Here's the Bape R698. It's really hard to see the details. You gotta like get it up close to the
Oh my
camera to see
yeah.
the Bape
Ooh.
camo on it.
Ooh. Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Now
fly.
they did a sample of these and like the camo really hit. Like they did a different material,
That's
but
clean.
with these it was hard to see.
That's bait.
But yeah, but that's the Bape R698.
See, there you go. Bape. You know, that's a big name right there. That's another
Little
collab that
hype.
people don't need to
Yeah.
talk about. Yep.
What you got there, Bobby?
All right, cool. Dude, they're pulling these out. I'm like, yeah. And plus, you haven't seen these goatees, so I'm excited to show you two. Another classic box, right? These are called
Yeah.
the, I pronounce them the On Johns.
Yeah, I
AN.
got a couple pair of Bon
Yeah,
Johns. Yeah.
those, I love these because these reminded me of the Easy Riders. So
Exactly.
these are beat up, but these are
It's a
red. It has the
nice
nipples on
colorway.
the bottom. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had these in royal blue too. I have these in royal blue, but these right here, I beat these up. It
Yeah.
has the
They
nipples on the bottom.
used
My
to be one of
favorite
my
part.
favorite models for sure.
Yes. So you have super light mesh with the suede right there. It has that classic, toe box there.
But that's
Super
Yeah.
cool.
the type of silhouette that's supposed to be beat up and worn, right?
Yeah.
But this is
Yeah.
Right?
actually like worn. This is like trash right now,
It,
But they're
that
still holding
model,
up.
that model, you supposed to wear that. You
Yeah.
supposed to, run
Those
those a little bit.
were
Yeah.
made to be runners, made to be joggers.
Yep.
I got a pair around the corner. I'd love to show you one of my favorite colorway of On Johns. Um, but I don't know if you want me to step away
Avantis,
from the camera. There's another Avanti. Yeah.
all gold
Damn.
Yeah. I love that one.
Damn.
with the flap there. Yeah, I mean these are crazy. Gold. They're uncomfortable, but they're just cool looking. You know, if you want to make a statement, there it is.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, it
But
has the nipples on the bottom. My favorite part again.
Right.
you want to show stuff? If you got off camera, go ahead, man. Like I said, this is
Well,
your platform, man.
let me go grab my favorite On John just because you
Yeah,
showed one
do
and
it, do
my
it,
favorite colorway.
do
Give
it.
me
I
just
want
a
to see
second.
those. Yeah, yeah.
Bobby,
Like I said, man, you haven't seen these goatees, so it's like
crazy. Those Bobby Kicks. You know how rewarded it is to see me to see you get so hype off of this. Like I'm having
yeah.
a great time watching you, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Man, I love it when
Like you
y'all
said, he's
got something
taking me
too.
back in the 2000s era. That I
Word.
was working at Journeys, I was collecting, building on my collection, and then one shoe became 10, 10 became 20, 20 became 100. Boom, 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 all
That's
classic
how it
box.
works.
Cool.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is my favorite On Johns
that's a
would be this
super clean
colorway right
model.
here.
Love that color.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice
Call that
mustard, like a mustard.
my McDonald's colorway right there,
Yes,
ketchup and
Oh,
mustard. Yeah.
clean,
ah,
clean. Love it.
So
I'm
right
telling you, this
now, I think I only got
suede
a
on these,
couple of these right now.
Peter against you,
goatee,
Peter. Uh-huh.
goatee, the suede on these, man, are so plush, dude. Like
Yep.
it's so comfortable, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
so
Yeah, they're
nice.
Mm,
very comfortable model.
very comfortable.
Great materials. You can beat them up pretty good and they still look
Yeah,
good. I mean, they're
100%.
meant to be jogged in.
yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And I realized that with Puma, like with Puma, it looks good dead stock. It looks good beat up. It doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It looks good. So yeah. What's that?
I love these.
5,000.
These are super comfy. These are called the 5,000 meters.
Go back a little bit, Bobby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm.
They're like a training shoe for like sprinters. It has
Uh,
it has like sharper nipples on the bottom here. So
Hmm.
this is like a track inspired shoe, and this is really heavy when Usain Bolt was like really like
Right.
pushing out there.
yeah,
So you see this color. I mean, look at this color, dude. The suede on this, the nice mesh,
yeah.
super comfy, man.
Is that is,
Sporty.
is that like a teal?
No, this is green,
Green.
yellow, and red.
Cool, cool, cool,
So
cool,
it's yeah. So I mean, this with a nice tracksuit, dude, you're it, man.
Yeah,
That's
cool,
it.
cool,
that's really
cool.
good. That was a
That's
great model. They recently brought back another model that's I forget what they call it. It's one of the riders. They're using like the new rider sole that they're using on a lot of stuff, but it's got the little uplift of the spikes, and it looks really good.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
a
Wow.
throwback to that 5,000 or 5,000M. Here's one I grabbed just because it's your style, Bobby. This is
Oh,
called the Kinja, Kinji, Kinji, however you want to pronounce it.
oh,
But
wow.
it's that
Okay.
crazy shape.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
It's got like a
yeah,
LSU or a Lakers
yeah.
colorway on it.
It does. Yeah, 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 yeah.
whoa.
I actually saw someone else list a pair of these on eBay and not long ago. And they had it listed as Kobe sample because it had the Lakers colorway and then the 8 on the
Oh,
bottom. And
oh, wow. No
they wanted
way.
something ridiculous like $1,000 for them or something. But yeah, so that's kind of the
Yeah,
crazy.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, and these are the same box as yours. You know, the vintage boxes.
Nice.
And
Justin,
then
we do this with all of our lives. I didn't want to forget this. I didn't want to
yeah,
forget this. We
sure.
do this with all of our lives, all of our participants. And it's the hardest question. It's the hardest question. What is your top 10 Puma silhouettes?
Just Puma
No. No. I mean, this is a Puma episode, but you're a sneakerhead in general. So, what is your top 10 silhouettes?
10. Narrow it down to 10. So like I said, I'm all over the place. I am a classic guy, but I'm also a dad shoe
Yep.
guy, which is I know two extremes, but that's like the two things I like. We're only gonna count it as one silhouette because it's so similar. We're gonna say Suede Clyde. We got to right the Suede and the
Okay.
Clyde.
So that's gonna be.
Um,
Are we going 10 to 1?
Whichever way. Yeah, we'll start at one. That's probably my number one.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, we'll
Classic.
we'll hop away from Puma, even though I don't really have. I have like two pair,
Yep.
but I'm gonna go Adidas Superstar
These
because I gotta go with the nostalgia of them and the
Yep.
Run DMC and
Shut
the and then
toes.
back to Puma. The RSX is probably my most worn model
Is
at the
that the
time.
one
Puma
behind you?
RSX. Uh, no,
It looks like that
that's an
one.
Easy Rider actually.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Because it
That's
has
a
that same upper almost.
that's a giant Easy
Ah,
Rider
Oh,
actually.
wow. What is that? Dude,
One
it looks a lot smaller. Holy crap. Look at that, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
cool.
giant Easy Rider.
Was that like a
Yeah,
display piece for
yeah,
like
that would have
a
been
store?
the display piece in one of the stores. Yeah,
I
dope,
remember seeing those at the Puma original Puma stores, not the
dope,
outlets, but the original Puma stores. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
dope.
So we got number three.
We had
Yeah,
three.
that's
Okay, the RS.
RSX. I gotta have RSX somewhere near me. Oh, here's RSX. RSX is this model.
Clean.
See that big sole? This color. This one's in collaboration with MTV.
Dope,
Yeah, but
dope.
that's RSX. So
Yeah,
well, that's three.
yeah.
Four. I go Blaze of Glory, which is
Ooh,
the trinomic sole
yeah.
with
We get
this silhouette.
tough. Yeah.
This one in
Six.
With the
this
lace.
one in hand is in
This.
collaboration with Limited Edition out of Singapore.
Oh, that's tough. That's
Yeah,
tough.
this one's themed after the merlion. You can see the scales and then the fur,
Ooh,
mythical
yeah.
creature, the merlion, which is the
Nice.
I
Blazing
don't know. I
glory.
guess the
Blazing glory. All right, so that's
symbol
four.
says four. Then I'd hop away again, and I don't even have any in the collection, but I just love them. I love the nostalgia. I go Reebok Pump Court Victory. Is that right?
Mike,
That's the tennis one, right?
Michael Chang. Yes.
Yeah,
Five.
yeah,
Michael Chang.
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, I do that, and then I do the Venom, Puma Cell Venom, which we looked at two pairs of.
Nice.
That's six.
Here's a nice classic colorway as well.
Yeah,
Just kind of a
That,
that's an awesome. I love that big
that
bubble.
yeah.
is that an OG colorway?
This is one of the original OG colorways. This is the
Yeah.
2018 retro, but it's like
Right.
the first colorway they brought back.
Yeah. Yep.
That
Yeah,
classic logo there too.
Yeah.
yeah, I love it.
That's
I
Yeah,
love it. What are
I
we
love that
on?
big
Like
bubble. Yeah.
six? And then I would do. I go back to the RS line, back to the running system line. I do the RS Connect, which gets zero love,
that's
but
seven.
it's one of my most worn models, RSX.
That's
The
clean.
classic dad shoe right there,
Yeah,
man.
classic
It
dad
is.
shoe, but I love
Yeah.
them. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess because I'm a dad now, it's like my favorite thing.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
definitely, I do that.
That's seven.
And then I go to one of their newer models. This is probably the only one of their new models that they're currently pushing. I go with the Villo Faces,
I like that color.
which is
That's cool.
yeah.
Eight.
This one's a Pleasures, the street brand Pleasures,
That's what
collaboration with Pleasures.
Another
is it me?
collaboration.
Is it me or that got Asics vibes?
It
It
does.
just got a lot of it's got a lot of Asics vibes, but we
Yeah,
say it's
Yeah.
got
I
a
see
lot of Asics
it.
vibes,
I see
but
it.
you got to remember it's not a ripoff of Asics because we can go back to early 2000s, and this is the model it was based off of. This
So
is this
Asics
is the
ripped off Puma.
Ventus.
So Asics ripped off Puma.
Well,
I'm
no, it's
telling you,
just they're all the same,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They all just
I
pull
wouldn't
back
be
in catalogs
surprised.
yeah, because the Villa Faces was based off of a Puma Cell ID line, which had pairs like the Ventus. This is the Ventus 2, and then they had a pair that was the Velo something, you know, and they kind of came same kind of thing,
Yep.
same look on the side.
Love
Dope.
that. Those
Yeah,
colors are
Dope.
so
awesome.
Yeah, dope.
this older pair is 2010. So 2010,
Yep.
and then 14 years later they do it again. They just add some stuff,
Yep.
combine a couple
Yep.
models.
Yep.
Well,
Nice.
that's that.
Well, that's
That
8, right?
that's 8, and then I do the Mirage, Puma Mirage. Let me grab a couple.
That sounds
It's just a
familiar. I can't remember what that
classic
looks like.
runner. It's just a classic
Oh yeah,
runner.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is a kind of a newer one. I got a vintage one too. If you want to look at a vintage one, this box for you, Bobby. This is even older than your
It's the
Journey's
green one,
time.
right? It's the classic
Early
green one. Wow. Yeah,
early
yeah, yeah, yeah.
'90s. This is a so I got this pair. This pair is
Catalog.
1991. Here's a Mirage
Ooh.
I
from
love that
91.
combination with that
Yeah,
that pop of neon, the purple and the gray.
yeah,
That's
nice
awesome.
'90s
Yes.
colorway. It's still got the price tag in it, original price tag.
How much?
Dope. Dope.
Uh, it had 59.90 and then a 50 on top of it. Look,
Damn.
there's the original receipt.
You got a receipt. Heck yeah, man. That's
Yeah,
Dope.
awesome.
there's the original receipt from
When you had
'91.
to back in the day, we had to put the credit card on that slider. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's funny. The back in the day receipt for 50. Yeah,
Nice.
from '91.
Heck yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
All right, we
awesome.
got more. Number 10. One more. Last
10. I would do. Oh man, there's so many. I would go back to the cell line.
one.
I
Okay.
do the
Yeah.
XC. And there's several different variations of the XC, and they really haven't done them since they probably did them like 2001 to 2004. Here's
Okay.
a here's an example though. It'd be this.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's a
Ooh.
sleek upper, but the bottom actually looks a lot like that RS Connect.
What does
But
that remind you of? Goatee.
That reminds me of
One of
ACG.
your ACG, but specifically the
That let me see again because I'm an ACG aficionado. So that's like the ACG Nike ACG, not the Terra because the Terra's not ACG. The Terra's Bobby, you thinking of the Terra?
I was thinking of the Terra, yeah,
Okay,
but I
okay,
can see the ACG on there too. But it has that
yeah,
silhouette to it.
yeah. It has
Real
that Terra.
quick,
Yep.
the XC, I had an actual like XC training shoe, like not training, but it
nice.
was like a cross training shoe, and I wore that a lot for hiking. And when I started running, it was low profile, it wasn't the best for my knees, and I'm paying for the price now. But
Right.
I do recognize the XC model, so yeah, those are awesome, man.
Yeah. Now the Nike model we were talking about that you said is kind of similar. When would it have came out?
Those came out around like '94.
So they would have been earlier to this. They would have been like when Puma started doing the Trinomic. Then when
I was
Puma
Uh,
thinking
started doing the
of this model.
okay,
I
yeah,
was thinking of this model.
oh, you okay? That's the Zoom Talaria,
Yeah,
Talaria, Talaria,
yeah. I was
Talaria.
thinking
Okay,
of
yes,
this model.
have those.
That's what it reminded me of, of
Talaria.
that style.
Okay, yeah, Talarias. Yep,
nice.
yep, yep.
Yeah, here's another colorway, which almost gives it a totally different look.
Oh yeah, totally
Oh,
Here's a
different.
yeah, oh
blue
yeah.
one. This one's so the one that I was just showing that yellow. It's 2003, but this one is 1999.
Wow,
Wow,
This blue one is.
wow,
very
This
wow, wow,
cool.
one's still
wow,
dead stock. It's not even still factory laced, but
wow,
don't tell anybody.
wow.
But yeah,
We're gonna
Very
we're gonna
cool.
we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. So I want you
yeah,
to
you bet.
yeah, but I really anything else you want to share, you want to show, like because honestly we're gonna need you on again because you have Puma for days. Like I'm just gonna be honest
Yeah,
with you, if you're up for it. But yeah, if you want to show us and show the audience some other gems, man.
Yeah, real quick, let me show this. It just came in this week. This is down the classic route. We
Nice.
all know the Puma Clyde and the Puma Suede is like the classic, the essential
Yeah.
Puma. When it comes to Puma Suede, Puma Clyde, and when it comes to like vintage, the 70s, the 80s,
Yep.
made in Yugoslavia is what like the guys in New
Oh,
York who
wow.
were breakdancing, whatever. That's the pairs they sought after. The made in
Yes.
Yugoslavia, late 70s, early 80s. So here's a pair. I just got it in this week. Made in Yugoslavia. It would have been 1981 to
Wow.
1984. Just came in. It just looks like an old dirty shoe. But this is like Puma
Wait,
Gold.
did you just say 81?
Yeah, this one would have been made 81 to 84.
Yeah.
That's the year I was born, bro. 81.
Yeah, I was born
That's
82, so it's
awesome,
older
man.
older than me.
Some
But
Hugo.
That's
yeah, in there you can't really see it, but it says made in Yugoslavia there. And these are like the Grells, the Puma collectors.
man,
This one I picked it
man.
up off a guy. He found it at an estate sale. So whoever he bought it from like had it from like its birth. You know what I
It's
mean?
an amazing condition too.
It's not
Yeah.
bad. I mean, it's like I think it was skated in. Look at that heel drag.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But yeah, like the
The
suede,
upper
the
looks
suede,
good.
the suede's amazing though.
Yeah.
The suede's really good. It's got the cool glue stains on it, which every brand's trying to replicate these days, right? But
Exactly right.
but that's the real deal. So
And Yugoslavia are really big on their tracksuits. They love
yeah,
those warm ups.
yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah, yeah.
That's a
So that detail on that, you can see the eye on the Puma, which is rare.
Oh, wow. I never noticed that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
woo.
So I
Badass,
wanted to definitely share
man.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Heck yeah. That's
dope.
awesome.
Bobby, you want to say anything to end this amazing live, man? Anything? This is amazing, man.
Huge
This is dope.
thank you to everyone that tuned in. I
Yes.
know he has a lot of fans, Pumas, and I hopefully we got some new followers to come and join us as well, because this Kickstory platform is to highlight everyone from everywhere, every brand, every silhouette. So thank you, Justin, for tuning in to this whole thing, to share your collection. Hopefully we
Yes,
do a
sir.
part two, because we have so much to show. I have so much to show, and I want to exchange some knowledge, and that way everyone else can learn together on these streams.
Definitely.
But thank you again for your time, man. Go T.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at the comments. They're like, "Hey, show some more vintage. Show some more vintage." I'm like, "Oh, I want to do it.
They see
I
it
want us
back
to
there.
be up."
Most of those guys have seen it. They've seen my collection. Um, but
No,
both of y'all, Goatee, Bobby Kicks.
yeah.
I want to take a minute, just say thank you to you guys, what y'all do for the community. I know y'all are kind of new at it. Y'all have only been around for a few years. This
No,
format,
no. A few months. We started this
a few
January
months.
1st this year,
Yeah,
man.
January 1st this year. Yeah, I was thinking
Yes,
last year,
yes.
January 1st, but January 1st this year. So, but I love what y'all have already done. I went back, I watched all your episodes. I love what y'all have done. I love that y'all love the history of all the brands, and that's what I love, now that I'm getting a little older, is the knowledge is what I seek. We can all hunt hype, we can all do that, but we'll leave that to the kids and try to teach the kids what the history of what they're buying, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
appreciate that's what your guests have been doing. I appreciate that's what you've been
Thank you.
doing, and I hope it continues to grow. I discovered y'all one of my sneaker history Discord guys. They
Nice.
posted a story and tagged y'all, and that's how I discovered you. And I appreciate everything y'all do.
Thank you for the
Dope. Dope.
shares, everyone. Thank you for the shares. Honestly,
Yes.
without you guys watching and sharing our stuff, we wouldn't be in contact with other people like Justin and anyone else out there too. So this is an open invitation to everyone that's watching to come join us. We want to see what you have to share. Okay, so this is open to anyone. Just simply DM us, send us a story, and we'll take a look at your page and we'll connect. As simple as that.
That's simple. Hey, cover of this live. Everyone, let's just grab a Puma and let's just show it so we can do it for our cover. Let's grab a Puma real quick.
All right, I got my screenshot. There it is.
There it is.
Awesome, man. Great stuff, dude. Justin, enjoy your weekend.
Thank you,
Enjoy,
guys.
enjoy your week. We'll stay connected. We'll stay tuned. Please, just keep that connection tight. Go T, enjoy yourself, and I'll do the same.
All right,
Justin,
thanks, guys.
happy Saturday. Hey, part 2 coming in the future soon, man. Thank you, brother.
Coming at you.
All right.
Thank you,
All
guys.
right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Until next
Peace.
time. Peace.
Step up. Who's at the wrong bell?